To this Jay says, I am a failed answer. I keep going here and there for work. This is just a coincidence and I am innocent. But the detectives are not convinced by his words. Meanwhile, Ellie also reaches the police station. She says Jay is innocent and asks to let him go. But no one takes any interest in her words. But a boy David definitely takes interest in Ellie. He offers her coffee and asks her to go on a date. But Ellie refuses, saying no thanks. I have just escaped death in this affair. Now David says that it is okay, we are happy that the killer Hard Ice has been caught. Now the female officer comes out and asks Ellie, tell me, when you guys are single, then why is the killer after you? Ellie tells her that she hugged Jay to tease her ex and maybe the killer saw all that and he thinks that we are a couple but we are not. Then suddenly the light goes off but the female officer turns on the torch and sends another officer to check the main power line. Ellie also goes after him but the killer had already reached there. He kills that policeman. Seeing this, Ellie goes to get the torch. But before that, the killer picks up the torch and turns it off and starts searching for Ellie by turning on the night vision of his flesh-hard eyes. But she was no less. She cleverly attacks the killer and runs away from there. On the way, she is hit by a policeman. A female officer is found. Ellie tells him that the killer is behind her. Then the killer also goes there and on seeing him Ellie runs away but the officer is left alone. On the other side Jay and the detective hear the sound of a gun. Along with that the female officer screams on which the detective goes to save her but the killer suddenly comes in front of him and attacks him. He stabs him in the legs and cuts them in the middle and the detective dies a very horrible death. Then the killer comes to kill Jay. Jay could not even run away suddenly. He is handcuffed. But despite this, he is escaping the killer's attacks. Then luckily Ellie comes from the other side firing bullets and the killer has to run away from there. Now Ellie helps Jay to open the handcuffs and both of them start running from there. They reach a parking area which is a couple's place where many couples are watching a movie sitting in a car. Killer was also roaming here. He sees that there is a lot of couples here. That means only prey. Everyone else was not afraid of the people because they thought that he was a masked fan. Then while walking he stabs a man and says, take it brother, happy Valentine's Day. Jay and Eli are still running. Then they see a big white van in which both of them hide. But inside there was a couple who were talking. Jay and Eli stop them that please don't get carried away, the killer will come. But both were fully drunk. They don't understand anything. And then the killer comes here and catches that boy and inserts the sword in his mouth. Then he catches his friend and forcefully inserts the sword in his mouth and both of them die a horrible death and now the game of death begins.